Hi stamping friends, this is Sharon Armstrong, your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I wanted to go over card number 2 that was in your June 2014 online stamp club kit. You got all the pieces to create this card, and I want to show you a few tricks and remind me to tell you where that little blue circle came from. Okay, so you got your packet and everything should look like this in your packet. Make sure you take everything out, because there's pieces inside. I've already pre-embossed with the chevron folder this small piece, and this piece is the 5 3/4 by 3 1/4 wide. Okay, so that piece is going to layer on here. Now you can do it several ways. You can put it straight on. You could use some dimensionals if you wanted to. I'm going to demonstrate today by using just the Tombow glue, the liquid glue. Anytime you're using anything that's got texture, that has texture, if you use the liquid glue, it will get all down in those grooves and then your card won't fall apart. I just hate it when things like that happen. So I'm going to go ahead, use the skinny, there are 2 ends, just in case you never knew. This is to cover a large area. And then there's the smaller tipped area. Ooh, we already have some coming out. And let's see. So make sure you get your corners and just a little squibble in the middle if you want. Put your cap on, and I like to store it up or pointed down so that it's ready to go when I need it. All right, this is a little bit different size card, but it will fit in the standard envelope that came in your kit. Okay, so it will go in there. So I'm going to go ahead and set that aside. Now on another card that you have, I punched out this of the Lost Lagoon out of that card. So I think it's card number, well, let me just show you. In your packet, it's going to be card number 4. So see how that circle was punched out? Don't throw away your scraps. Use it on another card. So I did go ahead and trim it off just so that you would know how far to trim it, because you want it to line up with the edge of your card, but you also didn't want to trim off too much so that your white circle would have plenty of room to float on there. Okay. Now the stamp set that you're using this month is Bravo. It is a photopolymer stamp set, which means it's totally clear. It has been made, these stamps are made with light, with a light source, hence the name photo. So you always want to keep your stamps stored inside the case. And as I mentioned on my other video, I wasn't through stamping, so I left my stamps on the blocks so that I would have them, but they all fit nice and neat inside the case. Because when you open this up, your stamps are just on the sheets, okay? And by the way, when you start using the stamps, they will stain a little bit even after you clean them. Don't freak out. It's not going to hurt anything. When you pull these apart, pull your sheets apart, these are very sticky. This is the stamp I used a while ago on the other video. And when you go to put it back on, you don't have to worry about lining it up exactly, but just put it back where the words are. That way, if you're missing one, you will know. I was stamping yesterday with a little teeny tiny clear stamp, and guess what? They're clear. You can't see through them. So make sure you put them back on the sheet for storage. Just a little friendly tip there for you. Okay, and since these are all skinny little sheets, they fit nice and neat on top of my blocks. And the stamp that I want is the Woohoo. Okay, so I'm going to get out Woohoo. And I'm also going to get out Congratulations, and you did it. I'm not going to put that on my stamp pad because it's a little skinny. And the one that says So Happy for You. Okay. All right. Put these aside. I'm going to get out my Hello Honey stamp pad. Now, the nice thing about these, you can see through them, so you can see exactly where you're stamping. No more guessing. I gotta admit, I had my doubts about the photopolymer until I got them in my hands, and now I think I'm addicted. I think I love these because I love seeing exactly where I'm stamping. All right, because I'm going to be attaching my Lost Lagoon to the chevron textured paper, I could still use this. However, because I have my little banners coming out, I want to leave, I'm going to go ahead and use dimensionals on this card. Now, in your kit, in your packet, you got a 1/4 sheet of paper, and you will see where I already punched out the circle for you to stamp on. And then you have lots of white space that you can use. You're going to use this to stamp your words for the rest of the card. Okay, so there's congratulations. And let's see, I want to do so happy for you. Let's see, I think I'm going to do this like this because on this piece of paper, I punched it out just a little bit different. So my circle's kind of in the wrong spot. So yours may be the same way. And then I can stamp, you did it right there. So now, all I have to do is cut these apart, and I'll go ahead and do that in front of you so that you will see how to do it. Go ahead and scoot this down. And I really want it pretty skinny. I don't want fat banners or they're not going to fit on the card because this card is so skinny. All right, so I'm going to just come right in. Oops. A little technical difficulty there. Okay, so there we go. There's that one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and trim that side off because let me see what my issue is here with the, got something in my tray. Do you ever find that when you have such a mess in your craft room and you're like, I don't know what that is or where that came from? There, I got it out. Okay. All right, so let me go ahead. Now this is kind of skinny, so just be careful when you're lining it up. Scoot it over just a little bit more. There we go. That cut much better. However, all right, if I can't mess up on the video, then you would think I'm perfect. So I'm going to go ahead. What I got was basically, it didn't cut all the way through. So I'm just going to cut with my snips, which you need your snips anyway to finish this piece out. Okay, so go ahead and cut off that piece. Okay, and then let's clean that up a little bit. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut off that much, and then I'm just going to notch that out with my snips. Okay, and there you have a banner. All right, so now let's do the other one and see if my trimmer will cooperate a little bit better this time. Nope, it's not. How funny. All right, there we go. So we got that cut. Yeah, there's I know you can't see it, but there's something down in the groove of my trimmer. So I think I'm just going to take my snips to this to save time and go ahead and just use my snips. Kind of cut that off a little bit. Notch that out. And that piece doesn't really matter because it's going to be hidden underneath. All right, so then the last piece we have is just our little you did it. And I'm just going to snip with this. And next time I make a video, I will make sure that my trimmer works. There you go. Okay, let me go ahead and trim that up. Notch that out. And now we're done. Okay, so if you'll notice on the banners too, they have a little bit of a wave to them. Take a bone folder, go one way, then come back the other way. Give it a little bit of a curve. I'm going to leave that one straight. One way, come back the other way. See how fun? Okay, all right. let's put our card together. So let me get my dimensionals. And you can go ahead and use your snail on the back of the woohoo part. Attach that. Stick that there. Now, I want to take my dimensionals. Whoops. And put a few on the back because I want that to lift up. But as far as my banners go, I do want to go ahead and put one there and one on the end. So I'm going to put one on each end. Pick that up. And then one here. Okay, and my last one. All right, take off the backings. If you don't know that already, dig your fingernail in, remove that backing. Comes right off like butter. That one's already coming off. Okay, so now I have all my pieces. So I'm going to put on the first one. Kind of gives me an eyeball point. Then I'm going to put on a You Did It. Actually, I'm going to wait on You Did It, and you'll see why. Because I want to go ahead and put on my woohoo. Your woohoo. That sounds funny. All right, so take that off. I'm going to go ahead and line this up. And because it's on dimensionals, I can still tuck this piece in. So I'm just going to do it just like that. And there you have it. There is your card. Isn't that fun? Have fun with it. Have a great day. And I will be stamping with you on the next video for card number 3 for the June 2014 Online Stamp Club. If you are not a member of our online club, check out my information below the video. Contact me and we will get you hooked up. Have a great day.